Welcome to the Tampa Bay Sports Podcast. My name's John,
My name's Taylor.
and we're here to bring you the hard-hitting news. We are the number one sports podcast in all the Tampa Bay area, according to us, because we are the experts. And let's dive right in. Record. Alt tab. Back to that. And we are live.
Well, hold on. I need a few more chips.
You need a few more chips?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I need another sip of my Red Bull because
Oh, sorry. Were you sleeping, Marley? My bad.
I decided to double up on the Tampa Bay today.
Ah.
I wanted to wear my Stamkos sweater along with my brand new Baker Mayfield shirt. No, I'm just kidding. It's just the Bucko Bruce.
I was like, damn, that was quick.
No. Just got the Bucko Bruce on underneath because I got to celebrate. Love that we're 2-0. It feels pretty good. I did not expect this coming into the season. 2-0. You know, the NFC South is 6-2. And that is, I think, the only other division that's better than the NFC South is the NFC East at 7-1.
Damn.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That is crazy, and I will say I am very upset with what you're doing today and wearing this. I specifically wore Bucs gear today because I am upset with the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Why would they do?
Well, they have completely and utterly dissed your father.
Oh, did they announce they're trading him?
No, this whole summer he wanted to get talks going about an extension.
Mm-hmm.
He wants been pushing for it, been pushing for it, been pushing for it.
Yeah.
And they won't talk to him about it.
Because this is the last year of his 8-year deal, right?
Yep.
It's
But the thing is like even if they're not going to sign him again or they're not going to pay him, talk to the guy. At least you can talk to him about what you want to do. So he went to training camp. The first thing they asked him is like, "Hey, are you planning on signing another deal here?" And he's like, "Well, I plan on talking to him this summer, and no one talked to me about it."
So he straight up just threw the GM under the bus.
He's pissed. He's like, "The fuck! I've been trying to get a deal done this summer." And yeah, so Stamkos is pissed first day of training camp. So I don't know if this was a good plan, but this team might unravel right away if he's not happy.
Yeah,
he's the captain.
That's where I got the C on my chest, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Stamkos for life.
Yeah, they signed everybody that's important on the team other than Stamkos.
That's kind of shit. I'm not gonna lie, dude. He's been on the team since 2006.
And yes, 07. And you could hell, you could just be honest with him. The fact that he's going to be 35 when this contract kicks in, and be like, "Hey, we can't pay you $8 million. We just can't. I'm sorry. Like that's what you're making now. Like you're not going to be the same. You're not the same player you used to be."
No, but they could.
Or they can pay him $8 million, and then the next year pay him like $5 million, and the next year pay him like $4 million, and just kind of have it like even out a little bit at like 6.
You could give him like a 3-year, $20 million deal in 3 or 4 years and structure it.
I think realistically, if we are paying him, I think he fits into the $6 million range. The thing is, if he went to another team, he could probably get $8 million. But if he wants to stay in Tampa, we can't pay him that. They can't afford it. So
Nope.
he's going to have to take a cut, or we're going to have to trade away something. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. But I think Stamkos, I think it'd be great. We get him a 3-year deal, $6.5 million.
I mean, that would be. I mean, Taylor, what is there an opening for GM in Tampa?
Well, you know what I would do? I would probably have the talk with him over the frickin' summer. That's a long time.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, hey, we were trying to get through negotiations this week, and I just didn't get to it. No, it's like, hey, even if I went on vacation for a month, I got 2 other months to talk about this.
I mean, their season ended in March, didn't it? I mean, April.
They were done in May.
Oh, there you go.
So I mean, they could have started. They could have started right there. I mean, honestly, yeah.
So what? It's been June, July, August, and now September. That's 4 months. If Steve Yzerman was still the GM, this wouldn't be an issue.
And everybody takes July off pretty much for hockey. Like, completely gone. Right. Some people July and August,
which is fine.
So July. I think it's July 1st this year. It was when that's when the it's right when we started our podcast, actually.
That's true.
But that's right when the free agency opened up. So that's like the last time that the teams are active,
I
and
mean,
then it goes
I don't.
completely quiet.
I'm gonna
But
be
we signed a
honest.
whole bunch of deals all in that first. Remember that first episode we talked about?
All
We
the
signed
people.
multiple deals, all the
Yeah,
people in like a week.
I don't
And then
know
we, you
why.
know, we traded a couple people before that deadline too, just so we could get like 7th round picks out of it.
This almost reminds me of the Bucs with Mike Evans.
Man, this is going to be. I mean, it's very similar. Like I mean, he's not the captain of the team because,
I
yeah,
think he is
but
a captain, but not the captain, like Stamkos. Stamkos is the heart and soul of the team.
true.
I don't know why they didn't come make it a priority number one to lock him down and keep him a part of the Lightning for the rest of his career. Because I'm sure he would love to. Because I'm going to be honest, how rare is it? Or I guess actually I should take that back. It is pretty common because Sid the Kid and Ovechkin, those teams drafted them and kept them their whole careers. So I
Yep,
mean,
those are two good things. But yeah, there a lot of other stars that I know have jumped, but it's normally when they're not productive anymore. So Stamkos is still productive, so I don't
I still
know
think
what
even
to
this
do
season,
with that.
Stamkos is good for like 35 goals, 45, 50 assists.
That's what he had last year.
Yeah, I think he's good enough to do that again.
Yeah.
He's,
I think he's a good shooter. I mean, he doesn't have to be overly fast if he shoots well.
I mean, shoot, just call him the James Harden of hockey, but he actually makes his shots.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't get any free throws either.
That's right. No free throw help.
hmm
Like, shoot, man, that's kind of disrespectful that they would do that to him. But you know what I think is same, just like the Mike Evans situation. I feel like the Lightning are going to see how productive he can be in his, because you say he's 35 in going into the season.
No, he's 34.
He's 34, going to be 35.
Sorry. I think I can't remember. I think he's turning 34 in. No, he's turning 35 in February. That's what I'm pretty sure of. So,
Yeah, because he's 30. He's actually 33.
okay, so he's turning 34 in February.
Yeah, so he's.
So in the first year of the
I'm going to be
deal,
honest.
he's
They
turning
should pay
35.
him.
That's
They need to just.
terrible.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
He's.
if they can, if they can figure out a way to structure it and pay him, I think they need to just pay him. Hell, like see if he'll take 7.
Like,
See if he'll take 7 million. He's making eight right now. I think he got 8 for 8 is what his contract was.
I mean,
8 million, 8 years.
and that was an insanely good deal for the Lightning because it was cheap and long term.
Yep.
But this time he's not even asking for that long. He's asking for what, 4 years at most?
I'm thinking that's what he would do. I mean,
Because
hell,
he
if
would
he asked for
likely,
more
because he
than
would
that, I don't
likely
know.
retire after that. He'll be 37 by the end
I
of that
figured
deal.
he'll be done. I
Yeah.
assume so. Yeah.
He would be done, and you know what? You could even
No,
move him to like the third line in his 37 when he's 37.
Does that not hurt a little bit? The fact that like we're talking about him retiring, that feels so weird.
Well, it's still like 4 years away, but it does hurt a little
No, but so was it was the same thing when he signed the 8 for 8 deal. I remember that. I was like, it's coming to an end. I specifically remember talking to John about that deal because
You
we
do?
signed him and Hedman to like the same deal. So Hedman's up for.
Well, did they
next
talk
year.
to him?
No, Hedman needs it next year.
Oh, no. Okay.
He's got another year before they start signing that stuff up. But
I think it's kind of garbage. I mean, the reason why I like Stamkos is because you dragged me to some of the games, and I was like, that dude's awesome. Like, you see,
yeah, that dude has no. Wait,
he had
hold
the
on.
same haircut as me.
There
No,
it
he
is.
stole my
That's
haircut.
actually what the reason is.
Because I was up on the glass. He didn't have this haircut. And I went up against the glass, and we were hanging out there pregame.
Yeah, you.
And then we
flicked him
went
off
to
a couple times, held up a sign.
then we went to another game that season, and all of a sudden he's got my haircut. Coincidence? I'm a trendsetter.
Trendsetter.
I'm a trendsetter, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the only reason why I even pay attention to the Lightning half the time. Is Stamkos, he's. In my honest, humble opinion, I'm not a hockey expert. I'm not a hockey journalist. I'm not a hockey enthusiast. But in my humble opinion, I think Steven Stamkos is an all-timer. I think he's up there with Sid the Kid. I think he's up there with Ovechkin. He's not on the level of Wayne Gretzky or anything, but I would consider him an all-timer. Some people would disagree.
He'll be on the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, some people would disagree with me, but like, look at what he's done.
He's going to be 500 goals, 500 assists. I mean, that's very few category that he's in. I mean,
yeah.
There's
2 Stanley Cups.
2 Stanley Cups.
2, and then doesn't he have a couple of awards?
He got a Rocket Richard Trophy.
There you go.
So I think he tied Sid the Kid for the most goals in one season with 60.
So there we go. I drank to
Yeah,
Stamkos' career.
it's a Stamkos.
That dude's the best. He deserves a contract. Get it done, Tampa. If St. Pete has enough money to make a new stadium for the Rays, then you got enough money to sign him.
I wish it wasn't if there wasn't a salary cap problem, I'm sure we would.
Oh yeah,
there wouldn't be a question. Yeah, but speaking of which, man, you see that new stadium coming up?
dude, that thing looks insane.
It does.
They're keeping it a dome too, which is nice.
Yeah, but they're not like moving it. I thought they were going to move it closer to the water, but they're going to keep it right in where it's at. Like they're going to try to make that area where it's at better, I guess. Like
you know what doesn't make any bit of sense to me is that they're called the Tampa Bay Rays, but they play in St. Petersburg.
That's always been the case, right? I was assuming they were going to move it somehow
to like Ybor.
Yeah,
I heard that before too.
Would you want that there though?
No, that's disgusting.
That's going to be a mess.
That's disgusting.
That would be
there's no space for it.
That would be interesting to go there before a game though, because we could bar hop.
I mean, so you can do the same thing in St. Pete because the stadium. The stadium. I mean, the stadium's not like walking distance to the bars because you have to go across the highway. But
you got to go across the highway, or you got to track across like what is that? Like a mile of parking lots? Like
yes.
I mean, the parking situation at the Rays Stadium is pretty great. Like you go
it's massive.
Yeah, that's awesome. But it probably could have been solved with like 7 parking garages instead of just one big parking lot.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't mind going to the Rays games. It's just
hey, if they move it to Tampa, it's gonna be further away from you. So
yes, but to me, there's just something about the Trop that I like. There's just something.
You want it to stay there. Well, you are definitely on the wrong side of the history for that one because it's going to be.
It's going to be destroyed. But I mean, like, I feel like it's underappreciated as a baseball stadium.
I do like it. I do like it, and also, well, not only that, I also graduated in there. So yeah, woohoo!
So you got to go on the field. Nice.
Great.
Same here.
I got to walk the field. Fantastic.
Hey,
yeah. But I think it'd be much better if they had a swimming pool in there instead of Devil Rays, So.
You know what, though? I think they should honestly go back to the Devil Rays logo when they get the new stadium. I mean, it's going to be 2028, which is a long time from now. But I think they should go back to the Devil Rays logo and name and everything. I feel like that's what people are more attached to than Rays. I like the Devil Rays. Yeah. It's cooler. And you actually have, like, I hate the logo. It's a freaking ginormous star. It's basically what it is. It looks like a star. It's stupid. I like the Devil Rays look, and I would actually rep some gear.
Devil Rays is definitely in because it looks like a 90s design.
Yeah,
and like 90s stuff is back in. So like that like Devil Rays with a little bit of purple and stuff.
Yeah, I love the purple, the black. Like you could even bring back those jerseys, the purple and black. Like, why not?
Yeah, that's true.
I like those.
That's fair.
But the stadium, I saw like a quick like glance as to what it's going to look like. It looks like high tech, looks futuristic, but it's still a dome. I just hope they build it higher than the Trop. That's all. So that a foul ball or a home run doesn't hit the catwalk.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's the only thing. And I do agree with you because I think at the Marlins, they have a swimming pool.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think they actually have a pool there. And that's at the Hard Rock Stadium for the Dolphins. Actually, I think they have a swimming pool, like legit.
They had that. They showed that on the highlights this week. That's right.
Yeah.
So so they're included with the stadium. They got 4,800 residential units, 1,200 affordable housing or workforce residential units, 600 senior living units, 1.4 million square feet of office and medical space. 700,000 square feet. They're going to make it a whole area.
Yeah,
hotel rooms, entertainment.
Also, they're going to give you what you want, Taylor. Bars that you can walk to.
Yes.
There you go.
Also, you can live right there, that's kind of cool.
It's like the same thing for the Lightning. It's a downtown Tampa, and there's apartments all around there, and USF is right there.
As long as they put some more stuff around the stadium, because like they don't have the one restaurant that was there.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Yeah, Fergs was the shit. We watched the
But it
Blackhawks
got
game there,
bought. It got bought. It got bought out to put apartments. So
which is
whatever.
stupid.
But anyway, so you have to go around the corner to go to Hooters or like one of the other bars there. But I haven't done that in a long time. But you know what? When we go to a game this year, because we got to go,
In
but
Tampa.
it'll in Tampa, we got to go and hit that up. We got to make like a day of it. So you're gonna have to get off work at 2:00, and we're just gonna go up there and have some
Or we could just
what
go
is it?
to a Saturday game
Weak sauce. Why would we do that?
because it would be more fun.
I guess so.
There would be more people around, and then on a 3:00 on a Thursday
hell,
afternoon.
I want to hear you screaming at Thursday afternoon, just like out there screaming, losing your voice by the time we get to the game.
Oh my God! Not a repeat of the Miami Heat playoff game.
Oh boy, that is true. The Miami Heat playoff game. You needed a nice little lozenge after that, didn't you?
Oh, I took a nice nap after that too, because that was when the train was coming through and blaring its freaking horn when people were trying to sleep. You remember that we got stuck at the train track on the way
I
out?
think so. Yeah, because we drove all the way back, didn't we?
We drove all the way there that morning. I think we left at like 6 a.m. or something crazy like that, and then
Yep.
drove all the way down there. Spent the day at, I'm gonna call it Homeless Beach, because oh my God, that's what it was crawling with at the time. And then what did we do? We went to that terrible mall or somewhere,
Well, it
and
was
then
like half shut down, like everything was closed.
yes, and then we
Yeah,
went
it
to
was creepy.
Hooters, I believe, or was that? I think we went to
That
Hooters
seems
and then
to
the game.
that seems to be like the staple of all of our trips is we find a Hooters somehow. I don't know how we do that, but
Did you go there? Did you go to Hooters when you went to Bristol?
no, I don't think there's one anywhere near there.
Oh,
So also, I mean, the tailgating there was
was more
fun,
fun.
and we planned on cooking our own food and stuff, but that was a disaster in itself. But it
Why?
worked out.
Nobody brought a
It worked
grill?
out. Oh, we brought a grill, we brought charcoal, and then like we found out that it's harder to light the charcoal than we thought. So it took a while.
Oh.
I know we figured it'd go right up, but we're like it didn't. So then we tried to start it like a normal fire.
Did you throw some?
Um,
Did you have some? Just find some like paper in the
Yeah,
car?
we had some paper and stuff and magazines, but even then, like it didn't work great. So we had one good burger. All of us had one good burger, and then we tried to cook another one, and it just wasn't hot enough.
Well,
And we
Taylor,
didn't have enough stuff to go.
as Hank Hill would say, that's why you should have went with propane.
Yes, my God, I didn't realize how much easier that is. Anyway, enough about my race escapades. You want to talk about some more hockey stuff before we get into the
Yeah,
Bucs?
because you know what I'm trying to find. Hold on, Mike sneezed. And if you guys don't, not sponsored by the way, but if you have ESPN Plus, you get basically NHL Center Ice. You get to watch every NHL game on ESPN Plus. So there you go. And you can also do the bundle deal with Hulu, Disney Plus, and Hulu.
Wait, Hulu has live sports.
Hulu has live sports. You can do Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus for like a bundle deal, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah. So the draft though for the PWHL, there was a lady that was taken by Minnesota, and she played for Minnesota Golden Gophers.
Convenient.
The number one pick. I want her full name. It just gives me her last name, Heise, Heise.
No.
But she's 23, went to the University of Minnesota. I wish they would give me like a draft order, like because I guess was this not televised? Like,
I have no idea.
Here we go. Wikipedia will have it. Thank you, Wikipedia. And they tell me it's not a source in high school. Wikipedia is a phenomenal source, kids. Don't listen to your teachers. Okay, here we go. Oh, the location. Their headquarters is in Toronto. Taylor Heise. Taylor, why'd you change your last name?
I know. I just want to play hockey and get younger all at the same time.
That's very PC of you.
Hey, that's what I identify as, so it's fine.
But yeah, Minnesota Golden Gophers forward Taylor Heise was the first overall player selected by Minnesota, and there were 90 players total selected, 15 rounds, and it was a snake draft. I'll just give you like the top 10 picks, since I believe there's only like a few teams. You said I think there's only like 6 teams in this league.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, so the first we know the first pick, but Alina Mueller went to Northeastern University.
Nope, no idea.
Sophie,
I don't know where any of these people went for university.
oh, it tells me.
No,
It tells me.
Like,
Sophie Jacquez went to Ohio State, the worst school in the nation. Emma Maltese also went to Ohio State. Emma Suderberg, I believe that's how you say that, went to Minnesota Duluth. Then Grace Zumwinkle was a teammate of the first overall pick, went to Minnesota. Go Gophers. And then Chloe Arad, a international player, played for France and also went to Northeastern alongside Alina Mueller, who is also a foreign player, Swedish. And then we had Jesse Comfer, played for Wisconsin, Gabby Hughes, Minnesota Duluth, and Canadian Ashton Bell, Minnesota Duluth. So a lot of these teams up in the north taken from in the top 10, but that's no surprise considering usually in the Frozen Four every year it's Minnesota, North Dakota State, Minnesota, Notre Dame, Ohio.
Boston.
Who?
Boston.
Yeah, Boston College, like Boston University, I should say.
Florida.
UF? I was like, what?
Well, they play the Frozen Four down in Tampa all the time, though.
Yeah, I think they do it at the Emily.
Mm-hmm.
So,
which that's funny and ironic, but yeah.
But to give the teams or the cities that have teams for the PWHL, if anybody wants to watch, Minnesota, Toronto, Boston, New York, Ottawa, and Montreal, and that was also the order of the draft as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, because Aaron Ambrose was the 6th selection for Montreal. Actually, wait a second. Did I misread this? Oh my god. Taylor. I messed up. This is the real draft. Because it gave me the prospects first. I thought it was the first 10 picks.
Oh, so like you didn't actually... Oh, you read the prospects.
Yeah, I read the prospects. So it went Taylor Heiss, Jocelyn LaRoque, I guess that's how you say that. Alina Mueller, Ella Shelton, Savannah Harmon. That name sounds familiar. Savannah Harmon. That name sounds familiar to me.
None of these names sound familiar to me at
Aaron
all.
Ambrose.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the first round, and there's so many rounds. I don't know if anybody would really know any of these players, but if they want to take a deep dive, just go to Wikipedia, look up the PWHL draft, and you can take a look in there. I'll definitely catch a couple of games to see. I mean, even though there's not a team necessarily near me, I could, root for.
So which team are you going to root for, John?
I got to think of
which team is winning the first
Cup.
PWHL
Oh, Taylor, you are absolutely right. Let's take our bets right now. So I'm going to go with good old classic Toronto's winning it.
I'm going with Minnesota.
You're going with Minnesota? All right.
Minnesota's what I'm going with.
I'm going Toronto. Though these are your original 6 PWHL teams. Remember them because this season is the inaugural season, and
this will probably come up in trivia. So hopefully you have this down.
It's absolutely right, and I want to know when the season starts so that our listeners can take a gander. When does the PWHL start? It starts. I would imagine it starts pretty close to like the men's. Oh no, it doesn't actually. It starts in January. So it starts in 2024 in January. So like midway through the NHL season.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
not too bad.
I wonder if this will tell me how many games they'll play too. So I'd love to know. Oh, perfect. Actually gives me exactly what I wanted. The first PWHL season will start in January of 2024 and consist of 24 games played by 6 teams across Canada and the United States. Perfect. So that's not bad for inaugural season, and as long as they can try to put them in a favorable position. That's all I'll say. Put them in a favorable time slot where people might actually watch more than just, the hardcore hockey fans, because I'm sure there are some that will watch this and that know who these people are. I certainly don't. I'm more of a casual, as they say. But I'll definitely check it out. I'll check it out. See
Yeah,
what...
I'll be down to watch it. I just don't know any of the players, but maybe I will someday. So
Yeah, if they had a Florida team, I would care a little bit more.
yeah, there's also that. But,
Florida's got some good hockey teams.
They do. They definitely do.
But
Definitely do. The Lightning, especially, are now starting up with they got their like rookie prospect camp. So it's a lot of just like the prospects are playing out there. It looks like we had a couple of shining stars. I don't know if I don't know if any of these are going to make the lineup this year, but we might see. This guy's Jack Thompson. Didn't really do much first game, but the second game he made a game-tying shot from the point. He's a defenseman, not too bad. There's Max Groshev. He's quite the fast guy. Had a couple goals, and maybe we'll see Walteri Murrilla.
I like his first name.
Walteri.
Walteri
is his first name.
I like it.
He had. Let's see. Yeah, and so in a total between 2 games, he had 2 goals and 1 assist. So not too bad. Played on the penalty kill, played on the power play, strong on the puck, good in the corners, good at getting puck.
You love to hear that, though.
Polished off game that would really fit in a fourth line in the NHL. So he might have his chance this year.
Hey, his name almost
stands out. Walteri.
His name does stand out. It kind of, who that it reminds me of? Valtteri Filppula. He used to play for the Red Wings.
He also played for the Lightning at one point.
Flipper?
Yeah. That year that they went to the finals that we were watching we did the thing, he was playing on the Lightning that year.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Steve Yzerman brought him from the Red Wings to Tampa, didn't
he? Probably. Steve Yzerman did a lot of stuff.
He did.
All right. So, too excited about it.
You are?
I want to get too excited about it. But Hockey Jesus did play recently. First time in a Chicago Blackhawks uniform.
Oh, God.
At a rookie showcase. He, put up some casual stats. He had a decent amount of ice time, but he only had a hat trick. So,
only a hat trick.
Only a hat trick. So, wondering if you can keep that going. He really looked like, if you watch any of the highlights, he looked like he doesn't look like a man.
He looked like a man amongst boys out there.
Yes, that's exactly what it looks like. He looks like he's someone that plays in the NHL that's playing with a bunch of people that are like, I don't even know, like in the just getting out of high school.
So this guy's already in his prime.
He is already at a level above everybody else at his age, like way above. So, but I think he has the ability to get into the league and put up production right away. So that being said, John, I know it's just a rookie showcase. He was just playing against a bunch of other rookies that don't know what the hell they're doing. How many goals is he getting this year, John? The betting odds, which I looked up from DraftKings, and something else, I can't remember the other one. But it's around, DraftKings says 30.5 goals over and under.
I'm going higher.
Higher. Yeah,
I'm going higher.
Slamming the higher button?
I'm slamming the higher button, and I'm saying he scores 40 goals. And I'm willing to make the claim because I believe, Taylor, you have convinced me that this guy is going to be phenomenal. And if I know anything about these guys that get super hyped up coming out of the draft, just like Hockey Jesus. No, it's Hockey God.
Hockey God, yep.
Hockey God.
So his dad, yeah.
If I know anything about him, he had a phenomenal rookie season and still is playing at a consistent level.
He was solid, but he got hurt. So like he only played 50 games, but he had 59 points or something like that. So he averaged like, I think he had, I can't remember. I think he had like 30 goals, 30 assists. Oh shoot, I just jammed my chair down.
Whoops. But I think Connor Bedard.
Anyway, so before you give me the whole stat line, let me make sure that you know what these other stars in the past that were highly touted to coming into the league. Let me tell you what they had in their first season.
Okay. Yeah, let's see what Connor McDavid had as well.
Okay, yeah, that's not too bad.
Because
Okay, what do you think Alex Ovechkin had his first year?
his rookie year,
Rookie year.
probably like
Which is not really fair because
it
he
was a
played
different time.
no, but he played a year in Russia first instead of coming to the NHL because the NHL had a lockout. So
Wasn't this 2005?
so there was a lockout 2004 to 2005.
So his first, am I going with his rookie year in Russia or rookie year in the NHL?
No, we're saying rookie year in the NHL. So like technically he had a year playing with grown men first and then came to the NHL. So all right, how many goals? Give me a guess.
27.
Okay. Assists?
35.
Not even close, John. He had 52 goals and 54 assists.
So you made it seem like he was going to have way less. Okay, so
No, like he had a year like practicing in Russia and then came. Like he already had an idea what he was doing before he got there, I think, of playing with adults.
yeah, so he had 50 goals. Okay, what did Sid the Kid have? Did he have like
Sid the Kid,
did he have over 30?
Yeah, but he was sorry, I fell. He had I want to say he had 39 goals. I want to say he had 39 goals.
Let me look up Stefan Stakamos.
Yeah, that's a good one. So, like, I want you to take this on. So he had 39 goals, 63 assists.
Wow.
Is what Sydney had. All right, so Stefan Stakamos. Here, I'll pull that up if you want me to.
Here, I got it right here. 0809. Oh my goodness, he was 18 when he was with the Lightning. He had 23 goals, 23 assists.
How many games?
79.
Oh wow, that's not great. And then let's see.
But then the next season he had 51 and 44, and then you know. What about?
All right, so Connor McDavid is the last one we're looking at. Holy God! So he only played 45 games,
And he had
16 goals, 32 assists.
So he was just a little bit
So
more
you'd
than
have to
halfway.
double that. Yeah, you'd have to double that. So he had 30 goals and like 60 plus assists. So he had like a Sidney Crosby score. I think we have Connor Bedard in here, and he's more of a raw goal scorer.
I think he's going to score 40 goals.
He can set up plays. I think 40 goals is solid. I will take, you know what? If I had to say over under 40, what would you say? I'm going to take the other one. Which one are you going to go with? Over 40, under 40?
Because you told me that he played 4 years of college hockey, right?
What?
Didn't he play all 4 years of college or 3?
Nope.
How old is he?
I have no idea. He did not though. He played for a development league, like the Ontario Hockey League or something like that. Well, then it's not Ontario because he played for the Regina Pats. So I don't know what league that is, but I think I want to say he's like 19.
He's 18.
18. Okay. So no college.
No college, but he played in the CHL. So he's playing against.
There you go. Yeah. So he was playing against like people in their early 20s. Like they're usually people.
Okay, this is my prediction for his stat line.
Okay.
43 goals.
Okay.
Now, you said he's more of a goal scorer rather than passing the puck, but he's going to be playing against top-tier competition, and I think he's going to be working on his passing. So, he's going to get 57 assists.
I see what you did there.
So that he can get 100 points.
Yeah. I'm going to say, for me, I'm going to say he has 45 goals.
Ooh, higher than mine. Okay.
Yep. And he's going to have 38 assists.
Okay.
Yep. That's what I'm going with.
I mean, we still have him.
Them down.
We still have him at. I mean, I have him at 100 points. You have him pretty damn close to 100 points.
So you think he's winning Rookie of the Year? Is what we're saying.
Oh, he's winning the Roy. Of course he is, but That's barring no injury, of
Well,
course.
if he wins Rookie of the Year, remember he gets one of those bonuses. Remember his contract structured where like he gets money if he
Oh yeah,
gets
he's all he's got to do is just
bonuses.
stay healthy and play solid hockey that he knows how to do. And
Yeah, for sure.
he'll be lights out. I can't believe it. Kid's only 18. The dude was born in 2005.
Oh, so you know who he was working out with this summer?
Who?
His dad.
Oh, his dad.
No, like, sorry, hockey god, and hockey Jesus.
Oh, he was working out with McDavid.
Yeah, the Connor team, the Connor team.
Yeah, aren't they both from Canada?
I assume so, bud.
Yeah, you know, bud. I'm gonna pass the puck over to you there, bud, and then you're gonna slap it into the net there. 175 kph there, bud.
Oh my lord!
Yeah, they do
that's
kilometer.
actually not too bad, actually. I would say. Well, they do miles per hour because we do. But...
I thought they switched it over to the kph the rest of the world.
That's a great question. We're going to a game in Montreal or Toronto. We're going to go find out.
All right, I just got to get my passport.
You only need your passport to get back into the States. We'll figure it out.
Oh yeah,
you don't need it to go there. They'll take a driver's license.
Yeah, it's just coming back.
Yep. So good luck on the way back. But,
yeah, I can sneak. I'll dive from Niagara Falls.
I can fly you, and I'll just like let you jump out early.
Perfect.
Have you skydived before?
Yes, my 21st birthday, I believe.
Perfect.
No, it was my 22nd birthday. It was my mom took me, and she watched me jump out of a plane.
It'll be like review. You'll be like refreshed. Like,
that's right. All I need is my altimeter on my wrist, and we're good to go.
Who even needs that? Why don't you just like look for it?
Yeah, who even needs a parachute? Just give me an anchor.
Hey, you're gonna tell me you can't see the ground?
As long as I see some green below me, we're good to go. I'll land in the trees, and then I'll send you my coordinates.
Mason, the numbers. What do they mean?
Yeah, I'm
the first thing that came out when you said coordinates. Mason, the numbers.
I'm north 76, west 22. Yeah.
Interesting.
I'll send them to you.
Taylor. All right. John boy.
Taylor, I've got some power rankings for you by the NFL.
Oh God, I'm scared to see where we're at now, to be honest, because I didn't look at this week because after last week I thought it was a joke. But yeah, man. All right, let's go ahead.
People are starting to take us a little more seriously now, Taylor.
No, I wouldn't. But I'll save my take for after. You go ahead.
So here goes all of the power rank. I'll read off all 32 power rankings. You know what we did to the Bears? These are power rankings, of course, by NFL on Fox. So here is the entire list here. Bears, and this goes from 32 to 1. Bears, Texans, Cardinals, Panthers, Broncos, Raiders, Giants, Colts. That's from 32 to 25. I would say that's pretty fair right now.
Not too bad.
So 24 to 17 goes Rams, Patriots, Titans, Steelers, Jets, Vikings, Chargers, Washington. And then from 16 to... I'll do from 16 to 11, and then I'll read off the top 10. Bengals, Packers, Browns, Saints, Bucs, Jaguars. Bucs are at 12. Now...
Oh, wait, we think we're better than the Saints?
We have scored more points than them.
Okay.
I mean, I think we're better than the Saints. I think our defense is better than their offense.
That might be true, but their defense is also better than our offense.
Unless Baker is, baking like he has been.
I'm happy with Baker. I'm happy with most of the offense and the defense. But the only thing that kills me is that every time we got a drive and we're going down there, we got a terrible, untimely penalty.
Yeah, that needs to be cleaned up.
Rough. It really needs to be cleaned up, and it's not even the team. I mean, I know the team has to do the penalty, but this is really on the coaching staff
to clean they need more discipline because we didn't have these penalties in week 1.
We didn't. We had. There was 10 penalties called. I think only seven that were taken for like 50 yards. and all of them were like a holding penalty on a third down. And you're like, wonderful. So what happened was Baker got us out of like most of them by making some great plays. But what if he didn't even have to do that? Do you think we might have maybe had some more?
Well, you know what,
We
Taylor?
would have had more points. We need to score more than 20 points with the offense.
Well,
They
Taylor,
need
you
to
know
be
what
in
though?
the 25 range, more, maybe closer to 30.
If we hadn't had so many penalties, I would have predicted the correct score of that game because I knew I would have had it right on the nose.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
we should have
that's true.
scored 30 plus points that game.
They should have. We got stopped up in the red zone a couple times, and before that, we were on one of those drives. We were on like the 50, and it got stalled because of a penalty. So like
Yes.
that was the thing that kept happening, and I'm like, oh, this team is not going to do anything if they can't clean this up.
This is true.
Like this team,
But the
this,
good thing about this though, the silver lining in all of this, and it's very important that you said, and it's something very important that you said, is that Baker finds a way to get us to a more manageable position to get the first down.
he's doing a great job.
I think he's doing a phenomenal job, and something that he
Rashad White's doing well.
Yep, Shaq Barrett.
Jack Barrett, yeah.
Pick six, baby.
On the offense, you got that. I mean, Mike Evans. The offense is clicking.
Mike Evans had the most receiving yards this week, 171.
He did, and then like Chris Godwin got some nice third down catches.
Oh my God, that third down to ice the game that he got.
Oh yeah,
phenomenal. I like that. I like that Baker looks to run when he just doesn't have somebody to throw to, versus when we had Brady, he would kind of just throw it in the dirt.
Yeah.
Because even if Baker's able to get like 2-3 yards when he runs, like it's 2 or 3 yards closer to the first down.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
Sure.
I mean, I will say this: our running game is so weak. Every time I see Rashad White touch the ball, I wince because I'm like, please get more than a yard, please.
I think he played great.
He played decent against the Bears, but week 1 not so much.
Oh yeah, week 1 was rough, but they went out passing first, so like it was an interesting concept. They didn't establish their run early. So, it just made it harder, I think, from the whole offense in general. I mean, if you look at this week, Rashad White had a full, complete game with, pass catching and, like, 70 yards out of the backfield. Yeah, that's solid.
It's a solid game, and he scored, I believe.
Yep, and Chase, I saw that. And Chase Edmonds had 4 carries for 20 yards. And
whoa, he needs to get more touches for that 5 yards per carry.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
Oh, he got hurt? Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, he's out now, yeah. So now they're going to be riding Tucker, and maybe Sean Vaughn will be coming back.
Keyshawn Vaughn.
Yeah, I don't really like him, but Rashad White's solid. Let's keep him going. But the biggest story, and not the biggest story. The biggest story for John is Mini Gronk, which I don't like that name at all. I feel like he reminds me more of like a Heath Miller.
Oh my God, that's a blasphemy.
A Jason Witten.
Oh my God, we're bringing it old school here, early 2000s.
He's not big. He's not extremely fast. He's not overly athletic, but he knows what he's doing. And give me an idea, the percentage of plays that he played in the first 2 weeks. You want to know how many plays he sat out on offense the first 2 weeks?
When he sat out?
Yeah, how many plays how many snaps was he not involved in?
Oh, probably like 10%. He's out there a lot.
He only missed 2 snaps per game.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that dude he's out there a lot. I think he's an underrated pass protector as a tight end.
He's great with that.
I think he's very underrated. No, they don't give him enough credit when it comes to his pass blocking and run blocking ability.
Yeah, he's good. He's great at chipping guys. Like that's really what he needs to do is chip them so he has a little bit more time. But yeah, let me get that number for you because it was like something ridiculous that he had been playing 97% of the snaps so far this season.
Oh my God. Yeah, I do see 88 out there quite a bit.
That's great. And he's so versatile, and I think that's the best part about it. So
Taylor, would you say he's the versatile weapon?
I wouldn't say he's a weapon yet. I like him in the pass game. I don't think he's as good as he needs to be. I mean, right now I'd compare him like he's going to be like almost like Kittle at this point. Kittle isn't a crazy passing tight end, but he is a wicked run blocker.
Oh yeah,
like he's aggressive. Where like you have what's his name, Travis Kelce, is an okay run blocker, but they never run the dang ball. So he's
That's
more of a
true.
pass catcher.
That is
I would
true.
like if he can find a way to mix those kind of games in there. And I think he's going to be a good target for
Well, you saw
Baker.
that wicked throw. That sidearm throw? Yes! As he's falling down.
As he's falling down.
You want to know you want to know something, Taylor? And here's my take on that play. Just that play in particular. If Patrick Mahomes had done that, ESPN would be jerking that off and putting it as the top 10 as the number 1 play all week long.
Great. It was not that great.
When was the last time you saw Baker do something like that?
That doesn't matter. It's still not that great. We're saying that's great for Baker. Yeah,
it's great for him. It's great for the Bucs. When was the last time you saw a Bucs quarterback do that? Jeff Garcia? Chris Sims?
Jeff Garcia, not Chris Sims. No, I just watched him rupture his spleen. That's different.
That's true. I saw him do it on the field. I was at that game.
Were you?
Yep. And I was at the game against Huh?
Why didn't you run out there and help him?
Because I would have gotten tackled by state police. I was also there when Donovan McNabb puked on the field. That was pretty great.
Yeah, thanks for the memory. Appreciate it.
But Taylor, I'm going to read the rest of this top 10 because I want to get your opinion on the top 5.
How did I get all distracted to the Bucs when we did? Oh, because the Bucs are number 12.
Yep. And I like that spot for us right now.
I think we should stay there the rest of the season until the playoffs.
No. Because we're winning Monday night against the Eagles. Taylor thinks I'm playing, but we're winning. Baker's going to bake.
I tried to freeze just so you could, I didn't have to respond to that.
But the top 10 goes like this, and I want to know if you agree. Lions, Falcons,
Okay.
Seahawks,
Okay.
Bills, Ravens, Chiefs, Dolphins, Eagles, Cowboys, 49ers. I think the Falcons might be too high.
You think so? I think they look solid.
They look solid, but I want to see them play against a real team, like a good contender. The Packers, to me, are not a contender. I feel like they had missing Aaron Jones last game. They didn't have Christian Watson, and their defense is not as good as in years past.
Yeah.
And to me, they're not a contender. I don't think that they are going to sniff the playoffs this year. If they do, they're going to sneak in and get bounced in the wild card. And that's if they're lucky, because they play in a somewhat weak division, in my opinion. The Falcons beat the Panthers. The Panthers suck. We'll just play it plain and simple. They are terrible. They are in rebuild mode. But Bryce Young has a promising future there, even though I read something that the coach has literally zero confidence in him running a QB dive to get a first down. They literally brought in Andy Dalton so that he could do a QB sneak if they needed on 4th inches. Wow. I think Atlanta has potential to be a top 10 team and potentially win the division.
Yeah, I think Ritter looks good.
Desmond their
backup running back is phenomenal. Not even their starter.
Yeah, Tyler Algier, that dude, sneaky good. He's not as dynamic as Bijan, with how Bijan cuts and shifts and jukes. He reminds me a lot of LaDainian Tomlinson with how he moves like lightning fast, so quick. So I'm excited to watch them, even though I want us to beat them. I would love to watch us play against them, but I think their defense has gotten better with Jesse Bates, their safety that they got who formerly played for the Bengals. Now, Grady Jarrett is getting up there in age on that D-line, so who knows how long he'll be able to keep that up this season. He's over, I think he's 32, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So
that's old for football.
He's getting older, so let's see if he can stop the run or if he can stop that shake and bake from good old Baker. So we'll see. It'll be I think the NFC South will actually be very fun to watch because it is a very close matchup between the Saints, Bucs, and Falcons. I've already written off the Panthers as a team that needs to tank somewhat, not necessarily for a quarterback, but for better protection on the line, a running back, and better defense. Like J.C. Horn is their best player on defense.
Wow. That's rough.
Well, actually, I take that back. Brian Burns is really good. I forgot about him. Brian Burns and J.C. Horn are their two best players on defense. But what are your thoughts about that top 5? Chiefs, Dolphins, Eagles, Cowboys, and 49ers from 5 to 1.
I don't think the Eagles are that good, especially because I think the Bucs are going to give them a run for their money, and they're going to skirt out with a win. But I think the Eagles will. I think the Eagles are going to skirt out with a win. I think it's going to be something like a 28-24 kind of thing.
Oh, it is in Tampa.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
They're gonna skirt out a win against us. But yeah, I think they're not as good as they think. They are not anywhere near to where they were last year when they went to the.
They aren't as good as we thought they were. Is what you're saying?
They're not. The Eagles are not as good as they were when they went to the Super Bowl last year. They look unorganized and all over the place.
Yeah, I will agree with you, especially against the Patriots in Week 1. They didn't look. They got out to like a massive lead, but that was because of their defense. And then slowly the Pats were coming back, and the Eagles couldn't really get anything going on offense. Their offense literally scored 10 points.
Yeah, that's nuts. Nothing going for them.
Yeah, but they looked slightly better on Thursday against Minnesota.
Finally, but like after like the first half, they didn't even know who the hell they were. Second half, they lit it up.
Yeah, but that's like the Eagles that we're used to seeing. I'm hoping that the long turnaround puts them in a sluggish mode, so that the Bucs can get out to a massive lead and put the foot on the throat and put the pedal to the metal and just keep scoring, because Mike Evans is looking like he's going to break 1,000 yards before Week 10.
That would be awesome. How about 1,000 yards before Week 6?
Oh, that'd be sick. You'd probably earn that contract real fast.
Oh yeah,
Jason Light, get on it, brother.
Yeah, they look good. Look good, man. Look good. I like it. I like how the team's looking for the Bucs. It's as long as they clean up the penalties, and if they end up losing some of these games, like I won't be that disappointed, to be honest, because like they're trying really hard. I feel like the effort is there. That's what I love.
Yeah, the effort.
The effort's there. It's fun to watch them. If they're going out there like thinking they're going to lose,
like they last year,
like play like they're going to lose, then why are we watching it?
That's right. It's like, because last year I remember them going out there and moping a bunch when they would go down in a game, and then Brady has to fire them back up because they're being a bunch of little babies about it. And I'm loving that the team's mentality is different this year. It's like people are counting us out. They're saying that we suck. They say they're writing us off because we have Baker Mayfield. They are proving the entire NFL wrong. And what they have started to do, they say that it's weak competition. I think Minnesota, going to Minnesota and winning is impressive, because we had no business winning that game, but we did. And then, of course, I'll give it to you, weak opponent in the Bears. But this week coming up is the measuring stick.
That's literally what I was looking at. Like, so there's a CBS article that talks about the grades and performances of the weekend, and they gave the Bucs an A-, and I said, okay, so I put it this way:
I could have made it an A+.
I don't count the pick six. Not counting the pick six, how did we look?
Not counting the pick six, we looked.
It did not look good. They got the ball with every chance to score to take a lead. They had timeouts. If you have playing a competent team, we were not in a position to win that game. We were in a position to watch the other team march down the field and kick a tying field goal at the end of the game or score a winning touchdown. I was upset. I was disappointed the fact that we only had 20 points. So the fact that they're giving them an A- when we were playing, per power rankings, the worst team in the league. The worst team.
Yeah.
And we honestly gave them a chance to win that game.
It's true.
If Shaq Barrett doesn't make a one-handed catch,
I still think we stalled him out because we did hit Justin Fields a lot. Yeah, our pass rush, we hit him 7 times. I think is what it was, 6 times, 7 times,
six sacks.
Yeah,
I think we hit him 11 times.
Yeah, so that pass rush is insane. Like, our defense is great. If only Kalijah Cansey and Bleacher Report is making me look stupid because they said he was going to be a bust. Dude hasn't really played at all. Yeah. And I think our defensive line gets better if he's in it, if he's actually healthy.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like we need him out there. I think our defense looks great. I don't think we've been really tested yet. This next week will be a big test.
Yeah,
For
against an actual
for
good offense.
both the Eagles and the Bucs. Because if the Eagles don't look great against the Bucs, that says something. If the Bucs look great against the Eagles, that also says something.
That's right. But
If
there's
they
also
both look
potential for
mediocre,
both
then
teams.
I don't know what to think of any of that.
I mean, I mean, if we go in there and it's a slugfest, like I'm hoping it is, like just a shootout slugfest, defense is looking good. Like I'm hoping that it could be a 30-27 win for the Bucs. I'm hoping that that's what it is.
Ooh, pick six at the end to end it again.
Yeah, by Eisen.
He needs his third.
He needs his third. He needs number 3. That dude. Oh my goodness, I'm excited about him. He is so good. 2 games, 2 picks.
Yeah, rookie year, man.
He's a ball hawk. He's the new Sauce Gardner. Just call. I'm just playing, but he's
the new prime time baby.
That's what I'm talking. He's the new prime time. Eisen. You love to see it. That kid, he's gonna be good. I like him. We just need to fix. I think just Carlton Davis needs more bubble wrap on him because that dude just keeps getting hurt.
Yeah, that's true, and we need him out there, unfortunately, because Jamel Dean got burned this week.
He did, even though I like him.
It was fun. I know. I was watching him going like, "Oh, John." Every time it happens, I'm like, "Oh, John, look, his head's turned again. Oh, God,
I
he's
know.
getting burned again. Oh, here we go." DJ Moore's got him spinning in circles.
Well, to be fair, DJ Moore did play against him like 8 times.
He is a good wide receiver too.
He is.
He is the only wide receiver on that team that had any sort of space open. I don't know why Justin Fields even throws it to someone else. I mean, like honestly, I
don't even know why he bothers to throw it to Chase Claypool.
That's true. But that was a good catch in the end zone.
It was, but like that's the only good catch Chase Claypool has had for 2 years.
And Cole Kmet's
a good tight end.
He's a good tight end. So yeah,
they need to throw it to Darnell Mooney more. That's money with 2 O's, baby.
All right.
I have one more NFL thing.
No.
Dun, 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 dun. Boom, boom, boom. NFL breaking news as of 5 hours ago. Kareem Hunt signed with the Browns today. Kareem Hunt signed with the Browns earlier this afternoon, Taylor.
Oh, sweet. Pick him up in fantasy?
No, my dad did, though. He picked him up the second that he became available.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so Kareem Hunt is now back on the Brownies. This will be his 4th year with the team? 5th year? I don't know. But yeah, he is coming in because R.I.P. to Nick Chubb's knee. I salute you, Nick Chubb. It was an incredible short career. I hope that your career does not come to an end. But there are talks that his career could potentially be over with his dislocated knee, torn ACL, MCL, and cartilage that has been smashed to pieces.
Wow.
Yeah, so I salute to you, Nick Chubb. This was the first year I ever got to draft you in fantasy. You served me well.
Yeah, he served me well. I have him on both of my fantasy teams. Like I put a lot of faith into him, and but his poor leg. Oh my.
Yeah, I felt bad. I felt so bad for him.
I like how he's just sitting there like in shock. Like he didn't even feel it. I don't think he literally was just like, "Wow, something's wrong with my leg."
Yeah,
like something's really wrong with your leg, man. Whew. It was hard to watch that. I was like, "Oh, I was just a knee injury." I'm like, "Oh no, that's not." Oh
yeah, they
God.
did even replay it on ESPN because it was so gruesome. I had to go on Twitter to find it.
Oh,
I had to go on Twitter to see it. So it was, whoo, baby.
All right.
It was not pretty. But Taylor, you sound like you have something you want to get to.
Yep. I have your game I want to get to.
You have a game? Oh, you want to get to the game?
I want to get to the game. I am ready for the game. I'm amped for the game because I'm also starving. And you're thirsty. Gotta love it. Love it, John.
I did drink all of this body armor and a Red Bull.
Yeah, you seem amped. Here we go.
I'm pumped!
All right. I got 5 questions for you, sir.
Okay, while I get yours pulled up.
Okay,
because
I got five wonderful questions for you. I think you're going to have to get 4 out of 5 for a win this week, John. I got no bonus questions.
Okay.
All right. We're just taking it easy this week.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I have yours up. Ready to go.
All right.
Okay, so wait.
All right. So there's no timing on this. If you want to skip a question, you can go ahead and skip.
Okay.
I'm just going to want one solid answer by the time we finish all of them. I'm not going to tell you if you got them right or wrong. We're just going to go through them. All right.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Baker Mayfield. His first season in the NFL was 2018. He has played in every season up until now. What year was the year that he had the most passing yards?
2020.
2020 is your answer?
Yeah. I think that was his
2020?
third year in the league. I think they went in like 11-5 that year.
All right. On September 9th, 2017.
Okay.
After a win against this team, Baker Mayfield planted the Sooners flag in the middle of this stadium's logo. What team was that?
Oh, shoot. So you said September 9th?
September 9th, 2017. After a win, he planted the Sooners flag in the middle of this college team's logo.
Because I remember this, but...
Major public backlash.
Major public backlash?
He even apologized shortly after.
You should never apologize, but I'm just going to say Texas, even though I think it's wrong.
All right. Okay. Baker Mayfield was drafted by what team?
Cleveland Browns, number 1 overall.
You sure?
Cleveland Browns for sure. He was number 1 overall pick.
When Baker Mayfield was a kid, what was his show that him and his dad would watch every Saturday morning?
Oh, God.
It is a cartoon.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I think Baker's around our age, so I got to think about what cartoons we would watch every Saturday morning. God, and I'm sure it's a show that I know, too.
Definitely is. You know a lot about this show, like more than you might think.
I know a lot about the show.
You know a lot about this show.
That doesn't help me because I know a lot about different shows, but I'll just say Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay.
Even though it's probably wrong.
All right, so you're going with Yu-Gi-Oh!
No, I'll change my answer. I'll go with, like, SpongeBob because you said I know a lot about it, and that refers back to last week's quiz.
Okay, so SpongeBob's your final answer?
SpongeBob, final answer. It's probably wrong, but...
Right. Okay. And your last question. What team was Baker Mayfield a big fan of growing up? What college team? I know you know where he went to college, but who was he actually a fan of?
I don't even know where he was born or grew up.
You don't know anything about Mr. Baker Mayfield, do you?
I don't really know.
And you call him your quarterback.
I don't know too much about him, but I'm going to just go out on a limb and just say he was ironically, he was a Texas fan.
I like how that's your answer.
I don't know.
For all the ones you don't know.
I don't know. All right.
Okay, so going back to the questions again, so let's run through them. Just make sure you're good to go. Yeah. So the most passing yards he had in one season, you said what year?
2020.
2020. Okay. Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. And then the second question I asked you, I don't really have these in order here. So it was, where did he plant that flag and what stadium in 2017? And you went with what team again? Texas?
I went with Texas, but I feel like that's wrong because they normally don't play that early. He would have played against a weaker team. You know what? I'll go with Oklahoma State just because.
Okay, Oklahoma State, final answer?
Yeah, I'll do that. Final answer, Oklahoma State. They may have played each other in the beginning of the season. I feel like Texas Oklahoma is at the end of the season.
Gotcha. Am I forgetting a question I asked you? I feel like I missed something.
No, that was the first two. Then you asked
Okay.
me what team. I
Oh,
feel like you asked me what team drafted him.
yeah, what team drafted him?
The
That's
Browns for
right.
sure.
Okay, so
And then
you're
you
going
asked me
with Browns.
what TV show
Yeah,
did he
so
watch?
what TV show did him and his father watch on Saturday mornings growing up?
I'm gonna say SpongeBob because I can't. I mean, if it's Codename Kids Next Door or Ed, Ed and Eddie, I'll lose my shit.
Okay, so what's your final answer?
It's SpongeBob.
Okay. All right. And Baker Mayfield grew up as a fan of what college team?
Oh boy, it's gonna kill me because I have no clue. Because I have no clue where he grew up. So you know what? I'll change my answer from Texas. USC, University of Southern California.
All right. You think he's a California boy?
A Trojan. Yep.
All right. Okay, let's go with it. So let's look at the stats for Baker Mayfield. Question number 1, what season did he have the highest passing yards? John, you're very close, but no cigar.
It was
Highest
2021.
passing yards in 2019.
Oh, 2019. Dang.
It was a rough year for him, but you were correct in the fact that the Browns did play really well in 2020. But if you look at 2019, he had 3,827 passing yards, and he threw 22 touchdowns and 21 interceptions.
Oh, fantastic.
He had the Jameis stats going on.
Yeah,
He
he needed LASIK surgery.
Yeah, where the next year he had 3,500 passing yards, but he had 26 touchdowns and 8 interceptions.
That's a big improvement right there. But that's why I thought that was that year because I knew they had a better season.
They did really well. Yes, they definitely did really well that year. That
Got
was
them
a
to the
year
playoffs.
They were a team to mess with in the playoffs, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then your next question was on September 9th, 2017. After a win against this team in this city, Baker planted the Sooners flag in the middle of the painted something logo at this stadium and received major backlash. Then apologized shortly after. It was Ohio State.
Oh my God.
I was like, man, you probably loved every second of that.
I wish he hadn't apologized.
Yeah, that's also true. He also was under fire again in November because he did something else at a Kansas game that caused a backlash. So he was having a wild year that year.
Didn't he talk shit to a fan or something?
Something like that. But anyway, yeah, he played against after the win, Ohio State Buckeyes in Columbus. He planted the Sooners flag in the middle of the painted O in the stadium. Yeah, like they deserve it, right?
Yeah, they do. Fuck them.
All right, Baker Mayfield was drafted by what NFL team?
Cleveland.
John, I'm sorry, but you are correct.
There we go. Yes, I got 2.
Cleveland Browns. All right, when SpongeBob... Oh, damn. What did I say? Your answer was SpongeBob. When Baker Mayfield was a kid, he would watch SpongeBob SquarePants with his father on Saturday mornings. Nice job, John. You got it done right.
It was SpongeBob?
It was SpongeBob.
Oh my God, that's funny. Okay.
I was trying to hint you without giving it away. I didn't want to say like, oh, you really knew a lot about this. We already tested you on it. But I was like, hey, you know a lot about this. We'll just leave it at that. We'll see if you get to that.
Yeah.
And you did. Nice job. And Baker Mayfield grew up as a fan of what college team?
Oh God.
John, this was like almost a gotcha question because he grew up an Oklahoma fan.
Oh wow! Of course he did.
Yeah, of course he did. Right? I mean,
Boomer Sooner. Am I right?
That's nice. But yeah, he grew up an Oklahoma fan and got to play for him. So
that's kind of nice, though.
His dad was played football at the University of Houston, but never really did much on the team. So Baker was kind of the first one to be a star in football for his family.
Yeah.
He also wanted to play receiver, but he wasn't fast enough.
Yeah, because that 40 time, oh boy, he's so quick.
Yeah. And his coach actually suggested he moved to quarterback because he played baseball.
Yeah, so I only got 2 right.
Only got 2 right. That's pretty weak, Sean. I wish I had a buzzer because that was awful. But that's okay. That's all right. Those are some hard questions. I wouldn't have known those ones. You had some good guesses. I'll give you that. But it's not a winner this week. You can't win them all, John. Can't win them
Taylor, I'm trying to get you a win this week.
all. Oh, you're gonna hand me one?
I'm hoping so.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead and just hand me a win real quick.
So Taylor, since last week you gave me a TV show, I'm gonna
God.
I'm gonna give you a TV show.
Oh, okay. So this is how this plays out, huh? All right. So what TV show could it be? Please don't tell me it's like The Hard Knocks because I haven't seen any of it.
It's The Sopranos. I'm just kidding. It's Friends.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I haven't seen like 5 episodes of The Sopranos, so I'm screwed.
No, I chose a show that you actually have seen all the way through a couple of times. I'm pretty sure you've seen Friends like 7 times.
Yeah, something like that. And then I watched it again with Laura, so all the things.
Yes. So that's why I chose this show. It was between this or The Office. So
John, you know why you did so horribly? I didn't give you time to warm up.
Well, not only that, I don't know much about Baker. I also don't know too much about Baker Mayfield. But
says you.
That's
true. You know more than you think. You knew SpongeBob.
I knew SpongeBob.
That was impressive. Thank you. Nice job.
You're welcome. So,
nice job.
Here are 10 trivia questions about Friends.
Oh, God. These, I feel like you could royally screw me over with these because if it's like something like a deep cut, it's going to be, I'm going to have them be questioning myself. But
I'll be perfectly candid. It's a BuzzFeed quiz.
Okay, so I'll probably ace it. All right, here we go. So how many do I need to get right then?
8 out of 10 to get it.
Okay, 8 out of 10.
Because there might be a trick one in here. I didn't overlook them.
A crisp high five and a Barry White.
That's right, Barry White.
Wait, do I get a Barry White with 8, or I have to get all 10 for a Barry White? How does this work, John? I want to know the rules. What are my rules? Am I timed? Do I get unlimited guesses, or I just get one guess?
You just get one guess. No, if you could skip it if you need to. I doubt you'll need to, but
okay. Are you gonna tell me if I'm wrong right away, or are you just gonna move on?
I'll tell you if you're right or wrong right away.
You want to do that, or you don't want to reveal it all at the end?
No, I'll just tell you if you're right or wrong right away, because that way you'll know.
But that doesn't give me a chance to change my answer if I remember it.
That's true. Okay, I'll go back through.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna run through them twice, and then let's submit my answers.
All right.
All right, let's do it.
You ready?
Chandler Bing. Oh, yeah, I'm ready. I'm pumped.
Here we go. How many seasons of Friends are there?
10.
Okay. How many times did Ross get divorced?
3 times.
Okay. Which Sprouse brother played Ben Ross's son?
Oh, crap. I'm going to go with Dylan, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't even know if that's one of their names. But I think it is.
You're right. Yeah. Cole and Dylan. Those are the brothers.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to flip a coin on that one. All right, here we go.
Monica dated an eye doctor. What was his first name?
Richard. Senior and junior.
Oh.
Dated both, actually.
Who pees on Monica when she gets stung by a jellyfish?
Oh, that's tough because that story goes in circles. Because they're like, it was Chandler. It was Chandler because Joey. I have this thing in my mind. He's like sitting there and he's like, "That's right, I stepped up." And then he got stage fright and he couldn't do it.
Oh my god! So
I think Chandler ended up doing it.
Okay.
Ew! Even though apparently it doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. What's Phoebe's twin sister's name?
Ursula.
Okay. What is Ross's first wife's name?
Wow, this is bad.
I think I actually know this answer.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know it. Like, it's in my head. Obviously. I just can't think of it right now. Catherine, Kate. I'll have to come back to that one.
Okay. Where did Ross and his second wife, Emily, get married?
They got married in the United Kingdom.
Okay.
Do I have to be more specific?
No.
London, baby!
So during that wedding, what name did Ross say at the altar?
I take thee, Rachel.
And I think this is the last one. Okay, yep, this is the last question. What was the name of Ross's pet monkey?
Marcel.
All right, so here we'll go back through.
Let's go back. Just go through all of them real quick, because I need like a second to think of her name.
How many seasons of Friends were there?
Okay, I'm good with my answer. 10. Yep.
Okay, because that is correct. I'll tell you them, like, because on our second go through, I'll tell you if it's right.
Okay, that sounds good to me. Yep.
How many times did Ross get divorced? I think you said.
I said 3.
You said 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna lock it in.
Okay,
and that is correct.
Got me all nervous there.
All right. Which Sprouse brother played Ben Ross's son?
Okay, so hold on a second.
First time you said Dylan.
Yeah, I said Dylan first time, but I'm trying to think of the credits and what I would see, and I think it would be Cole. And I think I'm going to change it, and I'm going to kick myself if I'm wrong, but I'm going Cole Sprouse.
Cole Sprouse. We're locking in. 3, 2, 1. That is correct.
Yes! I don't remember seeing Dylan ever on the screen. I think Cole sounded familiar. I think it was something short, so I was like, okay, just go with that.
Monica dated an eye doctor named?
Richard Sr. or Jr., either one you want to pick.
And that is correct. Mustache Richard.
Oh, that's Senior then. All right.
Who pees on Monica after she gets stung by a jellyfish?
I'm going to lock in Chandler. I'm pretty sure it's that. Joey did talk about it, but I'm going to say she tried to pee on herself, which apparently didn't work.
So you're going Chandler, locking it in.
I'm
Final answer?
Chandler. That's right.
And that is correct.
Nice.
Here we go. What's Phoebe's twin sister's name?
Pretty sure I got this one right. Ursula.
All right.
I think that's it.
Final answer?
Yep.
All right, let's lock it in. And that is correct.
All right.
So far, you're 100%.
Mm-hmm.
What is Ross's first wife's name?
Oh, this is gonna kill me, man. This is gonna kill me. Can we move on? And I'll be the last answer I give.
Okay. Where did Ross and his second wife, Emily, get married?
London, baby!
And that is correct. Whose name did Ross say at the altar?
His third wife, Rachel.
And that is correct. Ross, take thee, Rachel.
Ross, take thee, Rachel.
What was the name of Ross's pet monkey?
Oh, yeah, we're still going. Sorry. Marcel.
And that is correct. So, Taylor, currently, you have 9 of these 10 questions correct. This is for the 100% right here. Now, there are 4 choices on here, but I do not...
If you read them, I will get it instantly, so don't do that.
I'm not doing it.
That's it. God, I got a whole bunch of stuff coming to my mind, but it's like...
Well, you know which names it's not, though.
Susan, so Susan is the eventual girlfriend, I think. I'm pretty sure that's the eventual lesbian girlfriend that she has. So, it's something I thought it's something really short, like a Kim or something, but it's not right.
I will tell you this: none of them. All the names that are on here are at least 4 letters. I'll give you that.
You cut out. What'd you say? At least what?
All of the names that are here for answers are at least 4 letters or more.
That's gonna kill me. I can't think of it. I don't know. I don't even think I can lock in a guess. But hell, I'll say Susan, even though it's wrong. It's fine. I'll go with Susan.
You're going with Susan, final answer? To get a 90% on this quiz?
Yep.
All right, Taylor. It's your funeral. Because the correct answer was Carol.
Carol! Damn it! Susan and Carol. Oh, I knew. Yeah. What were the other options?
Noelle and Emily.
Oh, I would have had that in an instant.
Yeah, if I said, because Susan was a choice as well. Susan.
But I knew Susan wasn't the answer. Susan was the girlfriend. So, yeah, Carol. Oh my God. Yeah. I'm disappointed in myself. Hell, you should have made me have to get 10 out of 10 on that one. That one was what give me. I just can't believe I forgot about Carol.
Well, at least you locked yourself in for a Barry White when I see you, and a crisp high five, and we're gonna make that a short.
That's true, and that's crisp high five and a Barry White. You gotta hand me the Barry White and a high five right back to back. I love it.
Absolutely. Right. But before we go, I want to show you this shirt that I'm thinking about.
Bucs are winning this week. You said you think Bucs are pulling it off?
Look at this shirt.
Can't really see it, but cool. Is it a raise on the side? Oh, that is cool. Yeah.
There we go. They finally focused. Yeah, it's like
I love that.
Yeah, it's like it says Tampa, and it's got the Rays, Lightning, and Bucs all on there. I was like, that's kind of sick.
That's perfect.
I need to wear it on the pod.
I think you should get it. You should wear it on the pod. But I think the Bucs lose this week. How do you feel?
All right. So realistically, they could lose, but like I said earlier, I'm gonna say Bucs W 30-27.
Ooh, it's gonna be a fun game. But I wish them luck. I think the Eagles have the potential to kill them if they want to. But we'll see. I think they haven't looked great. Tampa's looks pretty solid overall. If they can lay off on some of those penalties and maybe keep it to 3 or 4, I think we got a good chance of winning. I still think we find a way to lose, though.
Oh, I agree.
I think something happens, and we're going to find a way to lose by a few points.
Won't
be a blowout. So,
what's your score prediction?
I'm thinking. I think I already said it was I think we lose 30-24.
30-24. I could see that happening as well. You're right, though, about the penalties. We got to limit the penalties. Got to stay solid up front so that we can stop DeAndre Swift, who had a career game this past week. So got to limit him.
Got to make sure we have control the time of possession, too, because we don't need to have them having a whole bunch of drives to get going. They didn't get going until the second half. If we keep them and make sure they limit the ball, the first 3 quarters, and maybe the last quarter is the only time that they get to touch the ball a few times, then okay, fine. We might have a chance. I think have a chance of taking them down.
I think
take them off their mantle.
The keys to victory from the Tampa Bay Sports Podcast: limit possessions for the Eagles, stop the run for the Eagles, force Jalen Hurts to throw, and what's the third key to the game?
We just said it, didn't we? Limit penalties.
Limit penalties. That's what it was. Thank you.
Yeah. Otherwise, we're playing great. I think the team overall is playing great. We just need to keep running the course, limit the penalties, stop the run.
And we're golden. And we can win.
And we will start, because we're running the ball too.
Yeah. We just need to drain the clock and score touchdowns.
That's right. Yeah. I'm sure Mike Evans will catch another 2 this week. So
I'm hoping so.
Hey, when I drafted them in the league, they're like, "Oh, I can't believe you did that." I'm like, "Well, he's solid every year."
It's true. So he's good for 1,000.
He's good for an easy 1,000 every year.
He's good for at least 1,000 and at least 5 touchdowns.
Yep. So
you'll take it
anyway.
Taylor,
should we do this again next week? No, I was going to say it.
Yes, we said it at the same time. But Taylor, without further ado, we double salute the Tampa Bay sports listeners. Goodbye. And fire the cannons!
Hey, if the Bolts could sign Stamkos, that would be great. Why don't they just work on that, huh?
Abso-freaking-lutely.
If they sign him, I'll say go Bolts again. Otherwise, I ain't saying it till then.
Uh-oh. Taylor's never saying go Bolts again, even though he just said it.
I said what?
Nothing.
That's right. I didn't hear it. It's not like it's recorded.
You listeners have yourselves a great night. See you next week.